EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Los Angeles Rams. The first game's out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
Scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
You talk about this Rams defense.
Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or they chip away at their timing.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Good job there getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On play action, Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Bills send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's brought down before they get it across the 20-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And strong running here in the first 2 plays of the drive. He's got another first down on a gain of 12. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And the Rams had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it?
force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where a play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play to just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And this is exactly the kind of drive you're hoping for out of the gates. They're mixing the run and the pass well, keeping this defense off balance early. And they're on the march here with another first down.
Looking middle, and that's complete. Yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far.
Well, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. You talk about this Rams defense. And they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this game, for them, is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here is 3rd down and 4. Play action. Now it's Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
Room here to run. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. breaks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Here's Allen to throw it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing now is Allen. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. He'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Back to throw again. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Fields. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On third down, Fields. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for his second. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So how about this start to a year? Fantasy owners take note. 2 rushing touchdowns in the opener. 2 more here in week 2.
So a nice pickup by 2 entities. 1, this team for making sure they acquired this guy. And 2, anyone who plays fantasy who has him on their team.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. On play action, Allen. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Allen off the play fake. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Fields. And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. And this one's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From midfield, here's Allen. He gets it to Addison. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Right back to him on first down. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, It's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Let's take it at around the 40. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 82 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
To the air, Allen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? So they fake the handoff. Now Allen looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Well, they had that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. Now the Bills will take another timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. They'll run on 1st down. It's Fields. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Fields, not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet. But that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Allen's throw is complete. Powers past him at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On play action, Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, They run like backs, and they take...
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Returnable for Thomas. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Fields. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 138 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means that...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it 24-13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
He finds his man, complete. It's Fields. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill in for a loss.
On third down, it's Fields. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5. Now Allen. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And some room to roam now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. To throw is Allen.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Touchdown! A big play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Rams have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And a short gain down to about the 33. So the